Welcome to FIFA Saved My Life. Hope you're well on this Monday morning, the weekend after the Weekend League. How did you do? Put down below, please. While you're doing that, do a little sneaky like and a subscribe. That would be great. I would really appreciate that. It would keep the channel growing and get us nearer to that goal of giving Mind some money. That would be lovely. So, how was your weekend league is the big question. How did you do? How do you feel about it? Was there any lagging again this weekend for you? Did you have any problems with the gameplay and all the rest of it? Just let me know down below how you got on and any of that. On my side, I can tell you now, I had a good weekend league. I actually did better than normal. I found Friday was great. I had no problem with lagging, and I actually won a decent amount of games. I think I won 6 on Friday out of 10 or something like that. So far better than normal. On Saturday I had a few games in the morning before I went off to football, managed football in the wind. We played, and that was lagging like nobody's business on Saturday. Saturday was horrendous, really slow, really horrible, and it wasn't really worth playing. So I only played a few games and gave up on that one. And then basically Sunday I played the majority of my games and got them out the way before 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I wanted to do it, and yeah, I ended up with 14 wins this time. So I've gone from 11 wins to 14 wins. So that means I'm in that next bracket. That means I get 2 red packs. So for the first time ever, I've got double the chance to win nothing. Typical me. Yeah, I'll get a bit more money and a few more packs. One thing I would say to you guys straight away is obviously this week you're going to have packs from your squad battles. If you're doing them, you're going to have packs from your weekend leagues. You're going to have packs from SBCs and all the rest of it. Save them. Save them. We know on Friday, and I've been telling you this for weeks now, and other people have rumoured that Fut Birthday was coming last week and all the rest of it, and by the looks of it, Fut Birthday is definitely coming on Friday the 22nd, as I predicted 2 or 3 weeks back on a previous video, probably shown here somewhere. Fut Birthday is coming Friday. So with Fut Birthday coming Friday, you will want to open more packs on Fut Birthday. Yes, there is some man of the match packs out there at the moment, and they are great. You've got your Ronaldos and Messis and all the rest of it, but Fut Birthday is going to beat all that to the ground. Fut Birthday is going to be amazing. That I would say that is a big hint at this moment in time. Any packs you win, do not open, save them back, and at least you've got something to open without spending money, actual real money, on coins to get yourself some packs opened. That is a great hint, and I will be doing that now. I wish I'd saved some more back, but actually I really got into the carnival, and I wanted to win lots more packs and lots more carnivals for you to see, because a lot of the time when I'm trying to win stuff, I'm trying to win it for you guys, because I want to show you content and I want to show you can win it. I'm not doing a very good job of that because I don't win anything. So yeah, sadly I'm trying, but I don't get it. So that's why I do an awful lot as SBCs, and I'm becoming the king of SBCs, because you can win those, and that's just down to being a bit more clever and hard work and sort of working your way around the problem and seeing if you can snipe cheaper and all the rest of it. So that's why I do a lot of those. And again, I'm sure in Fut Birthday there will be massive amounts of SBCs again, and daily challenges, weekly challenges. It's going to be madness, guys. It is going to be absolute madness, because I think it's got to be. It's 10 years. It's very exciting. So going back to Weekend League, how did you do? How did I do? Like I said, I've done 14 games, and I won really well. Again, I didn't complete the last few games because I was never going to get there. But 14 games, I'm pleased. That's progress for me. I used to win like 2 or 3, and I used to get happy back in the day. So when at the beginning of the season, so I have progressed nicely, if I do say so myself. And this is why. This is my squad now, guys. This is the squad that I have chosen. I've gone for a 4-3-3 or a 4-1-2-1-2 second edition formation, and again, I'm a strong believer in that you don't have to copy my formation. My formation would be very different than probably your formation, and I think it's you watch videos and you try copying them, and you watch the whole, oh, this is the best formation for this meta, and this is the best formation for this meta, and to be honest, a lot of the time it's down to your personal preference and how you play the game. So how I play the game might be very different than how you play the game. You might win a lot of games and I don't, but other than that, it's going to be very different, and it's down to different tastes, and it's down to the type of players you have as well. So I'm giving you an idea. I just want to give you a bit of a club tour and give you an idea of what I've got, rather than telling you that this is how I do it. But hopefully you're a little bit interested to see how I've improved so much over the last couple of months, and how I'm developing and getting on to 14 wins, and hopefully onwards and upwards. So I have Petr Cech 91 rated. My team is untradeable, by the way, pretty much. I have an untradeable team going on, but I have Petr Cech in goal, 91 rated. Flashback kind of thing, retiring at the end of the season. If you remember, we had him and Tim Howard probably a month or so ago, so he's still in goal, doing really well. Now I have two defenders in front of him. I have now swapped out and I have put David Luiz in front because he's brilliant. I was talking to my son about him over the weekend, and he is like a defensive Kante. He reads the game really well, and he will come into midfield and pick up balls before. Yes, that sometimes leaves gaps, but he more than often gets those balls back and passes it on to the midfielder, and then he gets back into position. So I really like him now. So unfortunately, Company's gone to the bench. And David Luiz, 89 rated David Luiz is there, next to Icon Sol Campbell, Prime Sol Campbell, 89 rated. He is brilliant. The amount of headers he scores for me is just outstanding. The amount of goals he scores, and again, he's super fast, so he does sort of come back. I've got an anchor on him, as you can see, and it works really well. So I've got two new additions, right, left and back. So again, obviously Baines has dropped to the bench, and we have Marshmallow there. So Marshmallow's come in, Real Madrid's Marshmallow and Brazil's. I am, as you could probably see, I've got a bit of a Brazil theme going on here, but I've got Marshmallow coming in. He is awesome. Even though it's a basic card, he is awesome. He only has one other card at the moment, which is obviously his Team of the Year, and there's no way I'm buying that because I don't have the money, but for the moment he will be my left back, and he is brilliant. He whips in balls, he runs all game, he is fantastic, and he's a really good addition to my team, and obviously keeps the synergy and the chemistry going. We have Rafinha, his Scream card at the back. Now we were hoping that he had pace added to him and it was changed one of the things, but actually he hasn't. What he has, he's kept his one, and he's gone up, so his anticipation and his tackling is amazing. So this, actually, he's not the fastest, he's only about 78, but he's in the right position at the right time, which does help a lot when David Luiz goes up on his little adventures, so he will almost cut in and become that midfielder, sort of holding guy who sort of covers him. And talking of covering, I've got he's played over 500 games for me. We've got Roy Keane in there as my captain as well. He is awesome, and again, he links up everybody as well. I love the icons, and Roy Keane's going nowhere, and yesterday was Paddy's Day, so I've got to keep him again, but he is awesome. I've moved Flamino back to midfield because he scores goals from midfield, and he is absolutely, he's an outstanding player. He's 88 rated, and then I also have Hulk to come on for him when he's maybe not having such a good game. I can put Hulk on, and it's just a straight swap. I have, as you saw the other day, Casemiro. I have got Casemiro from the La Liga SBC, and he is a brilliant player. Not the fastest, but his passing is perfect. He gets the right pass every time, and he works really well down that right with Rafinha and up front. You will see in a second. So yeah, you've got Anderson Talisca. I've heard some people slagging him off actually this week and sort of saying he wasn't that good a card. He's not one of their favourites. He's someone they're just going to trade in as a SBC. I genuinely disagree. I think he's one of the best cards I've got. He's in there. He scored lots of goals for me. He scored important goals for me. I did at the beginning of the weekend league have on loan for 10 games Socrates, the icon prime icon. So I had him because I can't afford Socrates, but I thought if I have him for 10 games, it'd give me a bit of a boost. And as I said, for the first 10 games, I think I won 6 games. So it made a massive difference for me and helped. But he was the guy who I kept on bringing on right midfield or left midfield, and he would come on and give us that bit of a leggy boost. But he has scored lots of important goals. We got Henry because he matches everybody and he's up there. He's fast, he's got great vision, and he scores lots of goals. So I've got Henry up there. And next to him, again, Find of the Week. And this one I do have to thank Matt HD Gamer. He was away. I don't know who he was talking to this week, but he was talking to someone, and I just happened to catch it in the background. And they were talking about, I think it was Anderson Talisca, and saying he wasn't great, but they happened to mention Richarlison's inform card and how good he is and how underrated he was, how good he is at jumping, how good he is at scoring and being in the right position. And to be honest, I was playing at the time Flamino up front, and he is slow compared to Henry, and he does pull out of position a little bit. And I did want to move him back to midfield. So I went out and brought, for not very many pennies, Richarlison. Plus he's an Everton player, so it was nice to have that Everton player in the starting lineup, because I've obviously dropped Leighton Baines to the bench. So he is amazing. You will see him in the below highlights. He scored goal after goal. I think he was scoring 1 and 2 definitely, and we had some hard matches. He was a massive difference. He would run the channels, he runs into places, he's great with his head. He is absolutely outstanding with his head. He's great athletically for overhead kicks and that. That was my find of the week. I really enjoyed playing with Richarlison and making it a Brazil team. I'm going back to my roots when I very first started this whole fit thing back in the day, which I talked about in the very first episode. I had a Brazilian team. I had a really crap Brazilian team, but I had a Brazilian team, and I really enjoyed it. So this is going back to the beginning of the time that I had this, and I'm really enjoying it. On the subs bench, I've got Alan. He's turned out to be really good. I've actually sold Kante because the price of Kante is dropping like a stone at this moment in time. So I wanted to get as much money for him as possible to be able to do it. And also then I went out and got Casemiro with the money anyway, which I think Casemiro for Brazilian, and also, you know, Alan, they replace Kante quite nicely. Alan is a massively underrated card. He's got great statistics. Check him out. I've still got Ben Arthur on there. He still pops up with some goals. I usually bring him on the last 10 minutes for Tedesca, and he pops up and scores some goals. I've got to keep flashback Sturridge on the bench because he scored over 380 goals for me or something. So yeah, excuse me. He's outstanding. I've got Rashford as well. He will replace Henry sometimes in a sub, and he's super fast and a great finisher as well. So again, he comes on for light. I've also got Hulk, which I mentioned earlier on. He can come on for Casemiro, and he can come on for Flamino, so he's brilliant, and also Talisca as well. And then we've got on the subs bench a brilliant defender in Company, he is brilliant, but he's just that little bit slow, and he's not Brazilian, so don't imagine. I do have some other subs out there. You can see Timothy Ware. Timothy Ware. You've got Royce as a loan. I've got Decore. I've got Jordan Sancho, and then I've got 83 rated Oscar from China. Which again, I think this week there is a weekly challenge to do, and it's to get a load of Chinese leagues, and you'll get a trade. So again, he will be one of them, along with my Talisca, Hulk, so on and so forth. So it makes it a bit easier for me. So that is my team. The actual tactics that I use are quite simple, to be honest. I'm not flashy with any of this at all. I have very similar to most people. I go press after possession loss. I used to do drop back, and I don't like playing teams all weekend who are just so defensive and try winning a game 1-0. It kills me. I am quite offensive, so I press after possession loss, get the ball back. I don't have very much width or very much depth. I go from deep and push forward. Offensive style, I do not press anymore. It used to be fast press or fast paced sort of go forward. I don't do that anymore because you found players were out of position a lot. Now I have balanced, and that works really well. I have sort of minimal width because it's 4-3-3 technically. Players in the box, I pile players in the box because I've got players with great stamina, so they will go back and forth all game and get in and out. So the more bodies in the box, the more chance I've got of scoring goals, and decent number in for corners, decent number in for free kicks. And again, to be fair, I've got the normal on the actual players as well. When you see Henri, he's balanced and mixed attack. We've got him doing that, but we've also got Richarlison. I keep him stay forward and get him behind. So that's, he's a typical striker. Again, Talisa, exactly the same, getting behind. We've got Casemiro stay back, and Roy Keane is a holding man midfielder. We've also got Firmino, who I've got balanced attack but get into the box for attacks. We've got left and right back stay back, but to overlap, because they'll look for their opportunity to lap if they can, and both of them have got great fitness. So that is how I did well on the weekend league, guys. That is my team. That is my tactics. If you want to, if you want to tell me what you've got and you think you can improve what I've got, please do. I'm happy to listen. I always will. Or if you think there's a player out there that I should have in there that would make my team much better and give it better synergy, again, I'm all ears here, guys. There is ears under these things. I only use them so I can hear myself speak, and I can hear how awful my voice is. So yeah, basically, let us know what you think. Let us know how you got on with Weekend League. I didn't have any major problems other than Saturday with the lag. I did hit the bar again about 1 million times. I don't know, and I haven't in rivals or squad challenges, so I don't know really what that is. Whether that's just bad luck on my part in games or whatever, I don't know. But that's the only bad thing I've had this weekend, is I've hit the bar more than Ollie Reed used to. So that's my weekend league, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a quick look at how well I did and how badly I did, and might have a little sneak peek at my up-to-date team. I'm really pleased with that. I'm falling in love with my team once again. I love playing FIFA every day and having a go with these guys. I really enjoy it. I am sad to set aside my favourite players like Leighton Baines and that, but in the end I actually play much better with these guys, so it is sticking. But hopefully in Fut Birthday there's some better versions, and again I keep on improving, and so will you. If you've got any questions, let me know down below. If you know of anything that's happening in Fut Birthday, again let me know below and I will put it in a video this week. If not, thank you very much for supporting. Again, make sure you drop that like, make sure you drop that subscribe, hit that bell, and take care of yourselves, guys. Bye bye.